You guys realize we're living on borrowed time, right? I mean, 20 years from now, we're gonna look back on this as the best years of our lives.
This is gonna go down as the best time of our lives?
Oh, yeah, trust me, it will. So we gotta keep on doing exactly what it is we're doing right now. At least until it becomes pathetic.
And when's that gonna be?
When we're 31 and have no girlfriends because we still live at home with our parents and work a part-time job at the convenience store.
Oh, cripe. I hope I'm not still single at 31.
Well, now what would be wrong with being single at 31?
Marriage will be my only chance of getting laid.
Yeah, but marriages ruin guys' relationships. Besides, how can hanging out with a wife and a bunch of screaming kids be better than this?
I have no clue when it comes to women. I mean, I'm a nice guy. I'm not hideous looking, and how often do I get a date?
About once every lunar eclipse.
Exactly. Women say they want a nice, sensitive, thoughtful, caring guy, but they don't.
What do they want then?
Women want a guy who'll treat them like crap, so that they can fix him and pretend like they've contributed something to society. It's a sick perversion that women have.
You want to know the only way I'll ever get a hot chick? Is if it's one who used to be fat and is still so self-conscious about her looks that she's willing to settle for a guy like me.
Dude.
What? Like the bubonic plague is running around on the floors here? Oh my gosh!
So if I send her flowers and she likes me, then I'm a gentleman. But if she doesn't like me, I'm a stalker?
Yeah, it's a fine line between hopeless romantic and freaked out psychopath.
And that line is completely drawn by the woman. I'll wind up marrying some bossy husky woman because she's the only woman who's ever let me in her pants. And we'll immediately have a couple of kids and she'll go from husky to huge and I'll have to work 2 jobs to support the family and pay the bills on the house that I'm mortgaged to for life. And my kids will think I'm a loser because I only make 25 cents an hour more than minimum wage.
It doesn't have to be that way.
Right, like I'll somehow come up with the money for plastic surgery and bicep and pectoral implants so I won't have to end up with some wicked fat chick. It's okay though. What else is there for me?
I mean, you don't have to get married. What could be better than hanging out with us and banging some casual girlfriend on the side?
Alright, other than a prostitute, the only woman who would ever have sex with me is one who felt a biblical obligation to it.
Pain's worse than death, huh? Look, there are just certain things that we should not know about our lovers.
Like what?
Like how we look when we're using the restroom.
What?
So there's this girl that I'm in lust with, maybe even in love with, and the last image that I want when I'm making love to her is her parked on the toilet, taking care of her bodily functions.
I'm trying to eat lunch here.
Our lovers should be mythic figures. We should be a little bit in awe of them. I mean, if they're not above the mundane, then it ruins the act of sex.
I'm thinking about proposing to Anna. I think she's the one.
Dude, I don't know. I mean, if you get married, you'll break this up.
This? What is this? This is nothing. We're nothing. We're already pathetic. Besides, all we do is just sit around and try and make high school last forever.
What's your point, dude?
Anna's my best friend. Why shouldn't we get married?
No, a girl can never be a guy's best friend. A close friend, a good friend, a dear friend even, but never a best friend.
Why not?
Okay, when you make a fluffy around Anna, do you laugh about it? Or are you gonna ignore it and pretend like it didn't happen? Or even worse, are you gonna say, "Excuse me"?
This is so juvenile.
Yeah, but it's who we are. And if we can't be our absolute true selves around someone, then that someone is not our best friend.
Maybe I'm not the juvenile person I thought I was.
Okay, well, you tell us about the women that you've been with. Do you tell her? No, you don't. And do you know why? Because we can never share our true selves with a woman for a fear that she'll reject us. A best friend accepts you for who you are. A best friend accepts you despite who you are.
All right. If best friends are supposed to share everything with each other, why haven't we all had sex together? I've shared bodily fluids with Hannah, but not with you guys.
As much as it pains me to say this, there are more important things than sex.
Then if we're best friends, then why haven't you told me you love me? Huh? Hannah's told me she loves me, and has shown how much she loves me as well.
I love you. There. You happy now?
Yeah.